Welcome everybody. In this video, I'm going to teach you guys why just 1 or 2 small seconds can be the difference maker between you winning or losing games. It's a pretty high elo coaching session, so we're going to go a little bit deeper on tempo, efficiency, and also team fighting. A little bit of a different style than that I usually do on this channel. If you have any questions, check it in the comments. Enjoy, boys. So you want to look at mid game. Now let's start by just gathering the information. What do you see in this specific position? What is your win condition? What do you want to play for? What's going through your mind?
So when I see this, I definitely see that my Silas is like super fat, so I 100% want to play with him. And yeah, also Malphite is pretty strong.
Okay.
Like if we can get them both in a fight, I think it's good.
Okay, very good.
Yeah, now what I would think of is also like they have Syndra and Zaya, so like running into them is really bad. And yeah,
okay,
I would think that like we need to get kind of a catch with Bard as well. So we kind of have a pick comp, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So what your comp is extremely good at is one of two things, right? You either are pretty decent at controlling areas and making it hard for the enemies to get in with your Caitlyn, but your Caitlyn isn't really online yet. And the other thing is that you guys are very, very, very good in the side if you have proper lane assignments. If you match up this Malphite into Jace, this Jace is never going to win anymore. Malphite's too far ahead right now. If you match up into Syndra, believe it or not, it's actually a pretty decent Ryze matchup in the side because Ryze is one of the highest base move speeds in the game. And we run Mercs, so we can kind of just brute force our way through the matchup. And this is not really going to mean that we're going to be able to solo kill her or stuff like that. No, but we can get Prio with her fast wave clear and threatening her potential all-ins, especially if we have her jungle around.
Yeah.
Great.
Now that I see it, would you buy Mercs here? Because it's only Syndra and they don't have kind of CC knockups.
Yeah, look, if you're planning to match Syndra in the side, which you should, right? You cannot put this guy into Syndra. I don't mind Mercs at all. I think Mercs is okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's
okay.
I think that was my thoughts.
All right, let's break down what we're rolling with here. So Dragon is up next. We have Silas on top side, who is currently making a bit of a play onto the Jace, which he kills, which is fantastic.
Yeah, this. So I see Malphite moving here, so I thought, okay, when Malphite is here, maybe we can look for something. But for now, yeah, then I guess he dies too quickly, and then it's like already over. It's like that's how I would see it, because Silas went in a bit too quickly.
Okay, let's break this down. Let's go a little bit back.
Yeah.
Do we have info on Jace TP? That's the first thing that really stands out to me here. Okay, so I don't know if Jace has TP up or not, right? He's got the TP summoner spell. He might have it. He might not have it.
Yeah.
I don't mind contesting this if we have a number advantage with like the Malphite. So in that case, I think that's okay. I do indeed think that this was quite a rushed engage. The only criticism that I would have is that the moment that Bard moves in like this with his ult, I think you should already be moving forwards right here. Because if you don't move forwards and your Silas does, then of course he's going to get absolutely isolated and targeted down, right? But it looks like you were very hesitant here of moving forward.
Yeah.
What made you hesitate?
I don't know, it feels like it's too early. I don't know. I wanted Malphite to come.
Okay. Because I think that Bard's angle...
Syndra doesn't have E. Yeah. I didn't really look at Syndra no E.
I think Bard's angle is actually genius. The more I look at it, the smarter I think this Bard is. Because if you look at bot lane tempo, right, you actually see something massive here. Zaya's also responding. So if we see no Jace TP coming in yet, Zaya's responding to bot wave. This is an angle where we can basically be fighting 4v3 and a temporary 5v3 even. So we should 100% send it. And I think you slow playing and not going forward is actually you not reading the map properly. You might be unsure about Jace, but you definitely didn't read this guy's tempo properly. And this is what Bard saw. That's why you full send it. And I think that he's 100% correct in full sending it here. And if you walk up closer here, this Syndra gets bodied out, by the way. And I'm pretty sure she can't one-shot Silas then because of your position in deep here. Okay?
But I'm not sure even if I saw Zaya there bot. I'm not sure if I did or not. That I would walk in there. So I'm not sure like how would I make myself walk there.
Numbers. The moment you're in a number advantage, just fucking send it.
Okay.
That's Ryze's biggest strength.
Yeah, that's true.
Numbers are like extremely overpowered way of fighting. Like completely overpowered way of fighting. Because you're like so much stronger than the
my
enemies.
mindset should be I should send it more if like because there's clearly a number advantage.
Yeah. Correct.
Okay. And yeah, even if I get collapsed upon, I have like backup and I don't get one shot. It's like that's what my thought would be. If actually, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, so and then this happened, I think sometimes like when I'm a bit confused and I feel like there's not and I think I wasn't sure how to win this game, so I think I just overplay here way too much and I end up dying because I'm trying too much to kind of come back. Because when I ran out and pressed tab, it didn't look very good.
Okay. So, first and foremost, right? It looks like to me that you don't see this Bard coming, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the first thing that I see. Because the immediate change that I would make here on my spell usage is if I know that Bard's coming in, I E the casters once, I don't use my Q, I E the casters for the second time, then I use my Q to unload my rune passive and get move speed to chase down the Zaya.
Okay.
All right? But
yeah,
the only time we would do that is if we know that Bard is coming. And it looks like to me you're very slow at recognizing that he's coming. Plus, when he's coming, you're now taking a detour and you're not willing to get close to Saya here and actually start hitting her. So you're very slow at actually starting to hit her, which allows us to then flash away. Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I'm just very hesitant and...
Very hesitant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very interesting. And now we just actually do play and we do actually try to hit the Nautilus while we're in a 2v2. So I don't quite understand what's going through your mind here.
Here I just tried to bait him and then maybe kill him, but yeah.
Okay.
It's not really realistic.
Okay. Let's continue. We need to see if we can create number advantages. Do we know where Zaya is? I don't think we do. Because of that reason, I wouldn't play this and I would just push an extra bot wave.
Mm-hmm.
Because we don't have the info here. Look, one thing I want to say is that if you kept pushing bot and didn't move, your wave's already at turret. You're already in the river moving on this Malphite TP timer, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay, it does seem to work out fine. But we're a little bit late to the play. Shame. This was a game winner. You had an opportunity to win the game if you didn't waste your tempo on the first move. That's very unfortunate.
And then I shouldn't move, like, because I should move later, right? Or was there no...
Yeah, you should move when the Malphite TPs.
Okay.
100%.
So that was like kind of mistiming.
Correct.
Because I wasted time before. I think that happens a lot. That I waste time because I feel like I have to do something.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, something's happening on the map. I move there and then, I don't know, nothing happens or it's a bad play. And then I waste time and then, I don't know, the game just...
Yeah.
feels harder and harder, and then you feel more forced to do plays. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's the same story here, right? Yeah. What just happened is that we literally got a beautiful pick on the Malphite on the Nautilus. This was a great play. You move in with R, right, on the number advantage. You full fucking send it, and it works out. This was beautiful. This was exactly how you wanted. Then we identify that Jace TP's in, right? And our Malphite is staying bot because he's got no TV, while we just used a lot of resources onto this Nautilus. So the first best play that we can do right now is not engage in a fight here and just back off. Now it kind of looks like that's already what you guys were trying to do, and then Silas kind of fucking sends it. He runs it down. It is what it is. I really like that you indeed move back into side and instead of continuing the fight there. And now we just push outside and we try to create a new number advantage here. Yep, so keep pushing side here, ping off. Really good stuff. Keep pushing side here. Really good stuff. Beautiful. This is amazing. Let's check this guy's items. Where is everybody? Okay, so Bard, Nautilus, Syndra are on mid. Saya is on mid.
Saya's there, yeah.
So the only one we don't have info on is Nafiri right now. He's dead, by the way. We don't even have to invest anything. All you need to do right now is just E, and then wait, don't Q, right? you fall into the trap of immediately doing E plus another spell. So what you need to do is you need to E, hold your spells until your next E is up, and then you root him QEQ while he's rooted. So there's no counterplay for that. Okay? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I did way more damage than I thought, honestly.
2 items is a big spike.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jace is dead and has no TP. So I reckon we just fucking see if we can send it with R here. Any reason we're ulting so late?
Yeah, maybe I was scared to like insta-die because I'm ulting into Zaya Syndra.
Right.
Yeah, I think it's similar. I'm just like hesitant and scared that I'm just gonna die. And I'm not sure if it's really good.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same thing as before.
Yeah, because I think this was completely free here. If you ult earlier, especially, you know what the Giga OP ult spot is here? If you don't ult in the bush, but rather ult right here or right here. Imagine if you place your ult here, they don't even know where you're going to spawn. And you can always just adapt as well. Right? Very, very powerful timer. And I think that our target selection is really, really bad here. Extremely bad target selection onto this Nautilus. I know that he's juicy to kill. I think E-ing him is fine. First and foremost, we should never start with E. We should always do QE. Right? Because the Q gets refreshed with whenever we press E.
Yeah.
So we should do QE and then don't use our W right here. And I think that Silas kind of like trolls a bit again. But this is, for example, the time where if Naafiri is in this deep and you have your W, you can EW her and then your team can focus fire her here.
Yeah.
So your W is like such an important spell. You need to be very careful with that. Okay. Looks like we get access to Drake. Make sure we W the right target here. Don't be shy to just throw out your Q to see if we can proc this thing. Okay, we get the objective Malphite no R, so we gotta back off. And immediately back to side, fix lane assignments. I don't know what we're doing here.
Yeah.
This is their game, right? You're playing their game here. The enemy's game. Front to back, 5v5. Where's the number advantages? We should have immediately just channel reset. I know that you're close to your item, but just sell the Dorans right now. You've got enough mana. And then you can just buy your item, move it to side, ping your team to back off, and of course cover them if they're about to get dove, but move it to side so you can then start forcing them to respond and create your number advantages. You're level 16 right now.
I think I just got
beast.
I really wanted to reset, but I just got caught in this fight. I think Naafiri cancelled my recall, right? And then I just got completely caught. So I don't know. It's like, yeah, this also sometimes happens. Yeah, like he walked up like he knew that I was in there. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's a bit unlucky because we kind of like, drag our team in this fight because of that, right? Not ideal. I think game's over here. Next one. What do you want to do?
Yeah, when I see this, I want to go side lane as soon as possible against Sway. And, yep, usually play with jungler.
Okay, what's a quick way to lose this game?
Rumble, quick way to lose this game. Yeah, probably if Kog'Maw goes mid and dies or something. And then
if we play Twitch's game.
Lose through mid.
Exactly. Yeah. If we play this guy's game, where we're going to like try to dive onto him, which we don't have enough damage for, by the way. It's nice to have this Rumble Jarvan combination, but if there's no follow-up, this guy will not die because of the Lulu, right? So what I really see is I see an extremely weak point in the side lanes. We have double winning side, right? And Kha'Zix's going to be annoying on sides, but so is Jarvan, especially into the likes of Wei. So let's see if we can try to match Wei, have our Jarvan on our side, and play that game. Okay? It's good that you want to move into bolt. I like that. Is there a way that we can defend mid? Probably. I think you should, even though that it might confuse the Kog'Maw, you should 100% defend mid first and put your body in this area to not give him this mid turret.
Okay, yeah.
I want to also see about what actually happened previously in this game that led you to lose this much damage on your mid turret because you play versus a fucking Twitch and a Kha'Zix. Guess what's insanely OP whenever you play into these two champs? Your turret. So this roam was fucking dog shit because you lose so much mid pressure with it.
Yeah. Right? That was really bad. Yeah.
Okay, so you need to... What I'm seeing is that you're not thinking ahead like that. If you play with the likes of Rengar, these assassin invis champs, you need to do everything in your power to keep your mid turret as alive as possible. Because if it's alive, these champions can barely function because they need this invisibility to actually kill your teammates. Make sense?
Okay. Yeah, never thought about this.
Okay. Lane assignments are good. We have Jarvan around. Looks like we killed the K. What happened here? Did we just pour it back in time? We just poured it back in time. Okay, we move into bot. Let's see what happens. Okay, So a big theme that I'm seeing is the way that you're like approaching wave clearing is also just, it's suboptimal here. Because you're getting harassed by the wave if you just stand still and do your thing. The way that I want you to go about this is I don't want you to immediately EQ this wave. It's not efficient. You can just place down an E first onto the minions. Then you have two ways that you can go about it. You can either fake the next E, or you can do a next E where you then do the EQ and get the move speed. Or you can fake the next E and just Q from a distance and still get the creeps. So the way you're clearing the minions right now, it's extremely one-dimensional. And that makes it very easy to get poked in the tower.
Yeah.
I also noticed that in both games, you're leveled down on your lane opponent. And you're actually playing from behind, while your lane opponent's actually stronger than you. That's very strange whenever you play Rise.
I mean, these are definitely the harder games where like not in a good spot. And that's why also the games feels so hard. If I'm like ahead, it's obviously much easier to play.
Way easier. That's right. Okay, good quality reset. We immediately deploy into bot, which is also good. Yeah, you really need to learn that trick versus these mages. You need to activate your passive. I've never seen you intentionally activate your passive. That's how you can get closer to them.
I don't do that.
And that's also why you can't force prio, is because you're never threatening to run at them. Because they can also always keep you at distance. Because you're never using the tools in your kit to get close to them. Okay, we finally get a wave of prio here. Getting close towards our item as well. Wow.
Yeah, we got absolutely destroyed.
Yeah, I think your R placement is off, dude. I think you should R right here. Because this guy, he if you look at your teammates' conditions, right, he will never continue.
They'll never die, yeah.
They'll never die. So you got to R in the escape route here. Okay, we trade 2 for 2.
So that one was, you think, just our placement? How would you do with that?
Our placement.
Yeah, okay.
Our placement. Because the ID was good there. The ID was good. We have 2 items now. We're strong. This was Giga Merc's angle, probably. I think Merc's is so good for this, and this. Because you're going to get close range with the Lulu. So I would have probably went Merc's. But this is not bad as well. We moved into bot. Clear the wave. That's nice. Yep, we can't walk up because of Twitch. So we moved from mid. This was pretty smart. I like what you did here. Yep, this was really good.
It's like a Twitch thing, like where he walks. I think you could have killed him.
No, I think the most important thing is this next mid wave. This is the wave that matters. I think this is even more important than collapsing on Twitch. I think you need this mid wave prio. Because that prevents all counterplay. If you get that wave out.
But do you think we can contest?
I
guess if Twitch is bot, if Twitch is bot, then
it's always a tricky spot.
I guess.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Easily. How's this looking? Cork is hitting. Big critique. Where is our W? Where's our W spell?
Yeah, I wasted it.
Good. Right? I think we just used it on the guy that's already dead here, the Ornn.
Yeah.
Big deal here. We have W, free kill. You might still die, but we have to invest R.
I think that's how I reviewed this one.
Yeah, what I think we need to do is we need to play the game into side, not the game into mid. I think the game into mid is winning for the enemies. That's a good fucking W. Come on now. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. This was pretty alright. Make sure to reset tempo. Come back on the map. Take over side. And I would... Look, the reality is it doesn't really matter if you're strong side, weak side right now, right? What truly matters is that you're on side with Jarvan and you don't match up against this fucking Ornn. This is Ornn's unkillable. So the moment orange shows bot,
Mhm.
I would move into top. I would push out top, force him to respond with my Jarvan on top side. Maybe just break through. If that means we drop Drake for that, great. Because we can at least get a lot for it in return.
Yeah, can you explain how exactly you come to that conclusion? Because so
Yeah.
it's because of their team comp especially, or is that
Okay, let me show you. Okay, so the foundation of mid-game is two things, okay? One is neutral objectives, and the other one is forcing people to respond to waves so you can create favorable positions. Because when someone's responding to a wave, you gotta move in somewhere and actually get a good position going. So yesterday, I played this game. And what happened is that I think Yasuo here, he trolled, he got caught off guard. And because of that reason, our third dragon was one that we couldn't contest because, he was low and he was now slow on tempo. So what I do preemptively is I'm preemptively pushing out top because of two reasons, right? If a fight happens and I move down, we're not losing any minions. If a fight does not happen, what happens is that I'm able to then trade off, right? Because we can't play.
Yeah,
In this case, we
makes
can't
sense.
play because Yasuo's too slow. Fucking sucks, right? So I keep pinging top here, and I tell to give Drake. Now let's see how the game evolves the moment we drop this dragon here, right? We're just going to play a little bit higher speed. I'm going to be able to take some stuff on top, where I get the turret in return, which is already nice. We get now vision set up into top, which is extremely nice, because that's where the next plays are all going to be happening. And we see that now an enemy responds to me. This is a classic, because no one wants to be losing minions and losing towers for no reason. And because someone is responding and we have the area, look what happens to this Katarina. She gets closed in.
Dead.
She's dead as fuck. Exactly. We W at the right time with the multi-thread of our team coming in so that my team can hit. That's the time when only W. Your W is a multi-thread ability. And that allows us to also kill the Singed. Now we draw all of the enemy members into top side. And this now leads to us winning this fight while the game was actually looking kind of tough for us. Right? Because we played on our terms.
Yeah.
We forced them to respond to us instead of the other way around. And then immediately, right, you see that I immediately reset, I move into bot, and I do the exact same thing. I force someone to respond, we get some vision, and we try to look into the area to make a play on our terms. So I'm playing tempo. I'm forcing people to respond to my waves, and I'm creating those opportunities to then get some good stuff going on the map. That's the idea. Okay?
So you say not against Orns because I can't do it against Orn because he just ignores me, or just because we can't fight the neutral objective, we should trade it and go outside?
You can fight Orn, but you're not gonna break him. So he's just gonna stand there, and he's not gonna be faced with it. You want people to really, you want to draw people. Orn doesn't. If Orn stands there, you don't get like a deep pushed out lane because he threatens you with the R, and he doesn't need. You don't need to draw anyone else to that lane. If Jarvan and you are on bot, Orn's fine just clearing 1v2. He can survive that. But if it's versus Wei, they need to send multiple people, otherwise they're gonna get overran because you just dive him. Make sense?
Yeah. So it's not enough to just hold him there and then, I guess, let's say he doesn't have TP, then I can move.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it doesn't.
Look at this shit.
I can't even get Prio.
He fucks you up, dude. Look at that guy with the massive amounts of MR. I think that you eventually find a pretty good window here, right? This was a great Chauvin move. This was beautiful. I love that. This is how you want to do it. Very nice. So you made the best out of a situation that wasn't ideal. We get Baron, beautiful stuff. And then immediately, see if we can play into side. We need to play 2 lanes. We currently see Twitch on top, so it's highly likely that the Orange probably going to show bolt here. Right? Okay. We see that they actually overload with multiple people, so we push top. We could have been here a little bit earlier, but it's fine. We actually get top pushed out. Okay.
Yeah, made a mistake to run back in.
Yeah, it looks like you didn't quite realize what happened to the rest of the boys here.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that this is also like solvable a little bit with some tempo, because what I reckon that we should do here with the bot lane wave state is that the moment Twitch shows top, you're going to get mid prio, right? So you need to immediately move into top. I think that's why you got to deploy. You already have vision, so you don't need to deploy through mid. You can deploy through top instantly, and you're also wasting time on the scuttle while this top wave already needs to be pushed out. The faster you push it out, the faster you need to sync up these wave states in the same line. That's what prevents your team getting engaged upon. So the faster you push this one in, right? The faster it's lined up with this one, the less vulnerable your team is to engaging, because then the enemies actively need to sack a wave to do something.
Yeah.
And if they then don't get something going, you get the tower for free. So it's very risky for them. But right now, there's no risk to engage because the wave's not hit the tower yet.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Okay. Yeah, it makes sense. So, yeah, just to repeat it. So, because Rumble is already quite far bot,
and the mid wave's
and
deep.
we already have vision, right? I don't need to go mid because we already get the prio. I think that's the main part. So I can already go side lane, because in the ideal world, I want to just run side.
Yes.
But sometimes you have to go mid first to get vision and then go side. So I thought in this case, yeah, that was my thought process. Sometimes you have to go mid, but then that obviously is slower than just going side.
Correct, because of the home guards.
Yeah.
Yep, that's right. So every second matters, especially when you play a tempo champ like Ryze. Like every second matters. And I see that you're always like on mid lane. It's like you're playing Syndra, dude. That's the vibe I'm getting.
I think I also did this because they have a Twitch, and I'm like, I don't know. I think in my head I wanted to like make sure that we get the mid prio. Yeah.
Yeah, look, I think that's okay. The only problem I have with that is that like one of your biggest strengths as a team is therefore like nullified. You have a winning side, and we're not leveraging the winning side. We're kind of playing ARAM simulator, and I don't think that is extremely good for us. Like, how crazy is that? Twitch just completely ran it down, and he didn't die.
Yeah,
right?
That's why I thought this game was so hard, because we get like really good fights, but it's still hard.
Yeah.
And the front to back, we just no chance.
Yeah, the Wei is so OP, no? The amount of damage I permanently see this Wei do is like next level to you guys. Okay, this was like the best possible fight you could have gotten. Twitch running it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you can. I don't think you can win the front to backs, man. If you don't leverage the side here, very hard game. I think we're at the point of no return right now. Even if you're mid here, after losing that fight, game's over because the enemies are too strong now. Okay, any other questions?
Yeah. What would you say is the main points?
Simply put, micro macro is what we're gonna do. Okay. Because skirmishing and double usage and damage output is a big deal for our micro. And our macro is that we got to shave off these couple of seconds every once in a while. That is going to make these fights easier. Maybe we can strike faster on numbers, or something that's in line with our like initial hypothesis of win conditions. Something that I do when I play Ryze is already identify how the team comps will play out before the game even starts. Just by understanding what each champion does. So if we play Ryze into Wei, I already know that we're going to lose the front to back in the mid game. And we are going to win the side lane and the shove and move game. And that's our strength, so that's what we got to leverage. Right, so that's my thought process. And I'm going to continuously evolve that throughout the game. So what I need you to do is you need to go to these key moments in the mid game that felt awkward or that you lost, like you did like today together with me. You zoom back 60 seconds. You're going to review it yourself, see what you could have done different if it was a smart play to take, and if this was in line with your identity and win conditions. And if you're unsure, you're going to clip that, chuck it in Vault Questions channel, and you can give us some feedback there. Okay?
Okay, yeah. That was really good, actually.
It was. Thanks. It was really good.